I'm chilling always. But on Sundays, I'm bringing out the chains, I'm bringing out the grill, I'm smiling, and I'm trying to put on the show. I'm Marquise through the week and Hollywood on Sundays. My style, I think, is quiet, flashy, and fresh. That's my persona. Like, I'm quiet, but I'm flashy. Like, I don't gotta speak. You know, my play speaks for me, how I dress speaks for me, but I'm a silent guy.
What piece do you build the outfit around?
My girl builds the outfit, so I'm just the model. I just, you know, yeah, that looks good, and I rock out with it, but usually the shoe, though. I'm a shoe guy, like, all right, yeah, I like the shoes with this. We can go with this. All season, I was telling her, you know, I want to wear Rick Owens outfit. I didn't want to do too much. So that's what she came with, you know, the Rick Owens pants, Rick Owens cutoff, show my muscles a little bit with the black Rick Owens sweater, Rick Owens shorts. So it was a whole Rick Owens outfit. Shout out to Rick Owens. The shorts was sweet because they're like a suede and they wasn't like too short. Like they were like long type of shorts. So I felt like that was cool because the shoes are kind of high top and then the pants are kind of long. It was like something different. I felt like that, it came together well, you know, then seeing it and then putting it on, I like how I look. Most of my jewelry I got when I was a rookie from Zoe Frost. And then my recent chain, the Hollywood Jet chain, I got that from my guy Sonny down in Atlanta. And then the Prada shades. The watch, that's an AP. Got that my first year in the league. It was a lot of value to me because it's my first watch. Got my girl name tatted right there. I got a few more watches. And my friend CD that played for the Cowboys, he actually just bought me a Patek on my birthday, so I added that to the collection. I'm starting to really get into these watches. So I was wearing a grill since college. Like, I remember when I first went to school, my mom was like, you know, you better not wear that grill. Like, people gonna judge you. They're gonna, you know, make assumptions about you. They don't even know you. And I was like, nah, I'm wearing my grill. Like, you're not gonna tell me, and nobody's gonna tell me not to wear it. So, funny story, when I got to Oklahoma, coach told me, don't wear that grill. Like, don't wear it. And so I snuck my grill in one game. We was playing Tulane, because I wasn't a starter yet, and Kyler wasn't a starter. And so me and Kyler got in at the end of the game, and you know, he threw me a long touchdown. I had like 100 or some yards. And I came the next game, because they was like, you're gonna start. And I took the grill out, and my coach was like, where your grill? And then, so I wore it ever since then in college. And in the NFL, I actually stopped wearing it. And so my mom and my girl, everyone told me, you should bring back the grill this season. And so instead of going gold, I just came with the diamond grill, so that's what I've been rocking with.
I like that. Game day necessity?
Yeah, it's definitely necessity. My first tattoo wasn't until maybe a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. Actually, I don't know how many I have, so I wasn't allowed to get tats growing up. So I remember telling my mom, like, I'm gonna get a tattoo like 2 years ago. And she was like, okay. So I got this one on my arm, and then the very next day after that, it didn't hurt as bad as I thought, so I got the whole arm. And then next week, the whole rest of my arm in one day, then my chest. And so I don't know how many they are because I get them done in like one setter, so I'm not sure. But my favorite one, probably this. This is my favorite scripture, Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. So that was probably my favorite one. Then I got the 5 right here, and then came to Arizona, and I couldn't get 5. I was kind of hurt. But I got the 2 on my knee though, so that's pretty cool. Like here in my chest, when I got my chest done, that hurt. Yeah, that hurt. All tattoos hurt though. I'm not one of those people that say, you know, it don't hurt like that. It's tolerable than people think. Hollywood comes from where I'm from, Hollywood, Florida. Gus Johnson was the first one because he looked down and I wasn't on like the report because I wasn't starting. And so he seen that I was from Hollywood, Florida. And so he just was calling me Hollywood because he really didn't know who I was.
Mayfield winds up, down the field, Hollywood! Touchdown! Sooners, 77 yards! Who is this kid? Where'd he come from?
So then from that point on, the more he called our games, the more I was making plays, and it kept going, and it just stuck.
With a nickname like Hollywood, do you feel any added pressure?
Nah, not really. Cause I think for me, I always internalize Hollywood as like my city. I know other people look at it as like Hollywood flashy, but I really don't, so I kinda it don't really bother me, I guess. I always looked at Deion Sanders. My name on Instagram, like Primetime Jet, like my social media, and that's like Primetime been like, I think I probably had that same handle since like middle school because I don't gotta be afraid to say what I'm gonna do on the field, and that's kind of what I loved about him.
How does your style on game days relate to your style off the field?
I don't think it relates at all. Like I'm in the house, play the game, workout type of guy, Monday through Saturday. But Sunday, I become a whole new person. You would never probably see me wearing my chains outside of something that I have to do. Like, I'm chilling always, but on Sundays, I'm bringing out the chains, I'm bringing out the grill, I'm smiling, and I'm trying to put on the show. So I'm Marquise through the week and Hollywood on Sundays. This media day, the arm sleeve was cool, and I wanted to show a little bit of my tattoos, so that's why I had the low socks with the tights like that, just to show the LV tat on my right ankle. So that's why I did that. The all black, that's probably something I'll wear. Real subtle, tights all the way down. I wouldn't be these cleats though, but probably the arm sleeve or a wristband, and I'll probably rock out like that. If you're feeling good, it make you play a little bit better. The first one was sweet. Like, it was one of my favorite shirts, like one of my favorite pieces. Casablanca shirt. Like I said, it's real subtle, but it's a nice shirt. Then I got like the slides, the morning slides with the gallery department pants. I felt like it was just something subtle. Like, you know, I got on some slides, but they really not slides. They like dress slides with the Casablanca shirt, with the shades, on away game business trip. So I felt like I was real subtle, but real flashy right there. This to the plane. Ooh, fresh legs too. No tats on my legs. This was comfy fit right here. I was like, something slight. I got the ones on. Yeah, these ones was crazy. I was looking to wear them because I had them for like 3-4 years. I never wore them. So I finally wore them with this outfit. I could wear a sweater in any type of weather, heat, cold. So this is probably my everyday look right here. This song's smooth. Show the muscles off again, because you know I'm kind of swole this year. So I've been showing the muscles off. You see the reoccurring theme this year. I'm showing the muscles, got the dread swinging with the Oakley glasses, because I've been rocking the Oakley glasses a lot this year. And then the Miri pants with just some white forces. I like this outfit right here. It's smooth, but I don't even think I can fit the sweater no more. Yeah, this is Jack era. Now I'm just getting swollen and swollen, so.
Last year, you won up in the green fit. Y'all obviously talked about that, or is that impromptu?
Not at all. Like, it happened a few times last year where we showed up, and we'd be showing up around the same time, and we'd be having on the same colors. And I'm like, yo, like, what are we doing? But that specific time, it was crazy because we both showed up around the same time, and I hopped out of the car, and that was kind of a fit for me. I was like, it was kind of flashy. It was like kind of doing too much, but I was like, nah, this fresh. I got him like off-white, and then he step out, and I'm like dressed down, and he like in the suit, but we all in the same colors. And I'm like, oh, this kind of crazy. And then we end up walking in, and everybody was posting it everywhere, but yeah, it wasn't planned at all.
It wasn't planned?
Nah, not even. We never talk about what each other's wearing. We just show up and see. I don't like doing too much, but then I like to stand out. My aura just unmatched. We got that different glow. You know, it's just, you either got it or you don't.